God bless you, everybody. This is Pastor Kelvin coming to you from the King's Worship Center right here in the big city of Simpsonville, South Carolina. And for those of you that are coming to visit me, that's 680 Fairview Road, Simpsonville, South Carolina. Also, check me out on YouTube at Pastor Kelvin Steele. I want to talk to you today for a few moments from the thought, keep going, keep going. Matthew 11:19 at the end of that simply says this: wisdom is justified by her deeds. Wisdom is justified by her deeds. In this particular chapter, in the previous verses, Jesus is giving a description of how people will misunderstand and miscalculate who you are and misinterpret what your purposes are to suit their understanding. Can I give you an example? Jesus said of John the Baptist that he came not eating nor drinking, and they said he had a demon. Jesus then says that the Son of Man did come celebrating the feast and having drink, and they called him a glutton, a winebibber, and a friend of sinners. And he ended the verse saying, but wisdom is justified by her deeds. I want to speak to that individual today who's simply trying to do what it is God has chosen you to do, whether it is in the marketplace, whether it's on your job, whether it's as an executive, come on somebody, whether it is in the work of the ministry, and who you are and what you're doing is misunderstood by those who are not chosen to see what it is you're called to do. Let me help you understand something. Light is hidden to those that choose to stay in the dark. Can I say that again? Light is hidden to those that choose to stay in the dark. Simply because people are unable to recognize what you bring does not mean what you bring was not sent by God. Come on, somebody. John, who the Bible calls one of the greatest or the greatest because he was the forerunner of Christ Jesus, was thought to have had a demon. And they said of the Son of Man that he was a drunkard and a glutton, not recognizing who he was and what he brought to the table. Which brings me to the next point. Be okay with being disregarded by man as long as you're acceptable to God. That means while you're doing God's work, while you're following God's plan, whether it is on your job, Joseph, come on somebody, whether it is in the church house, holding an administrative role or a leadership role, wherever you are, people will not always understand or accept who you are until later on, and they see the benefits of what it is you brought to the table. Remember I said just a moment ago, 11:19, wisdom is proven by her deeds. And so you've got to be okay being misunderstood. You've got to be okay being talked about. You got to be okay with people disregarding you because they're not ready to accept who you are and what you bring to the table. And the last thing I want to tell you this morning, let the work speak for you. Stop trying to prove to people who you are. Stop trying to prove to people that God sent you. Stop trying to prove to people that you're qualified for that position. Stop trying to prove to people that you earned the position. Stop trying to prove to people who you are and let what you do prove where you are. Come on, somebody. Let what you do prove you deserve to be where you are and what you are doing. Work will speak for itself when it produces the results they didn't realize it would. Come on, somebody. I need you today to keep going. I know you may be discouraged. I know you may be frustrated. I know even right now you may not be getting the desired results and outcomes that you believe you should right now, but I need you to keep going. Keep working. Come on. Keep shining that light. Be okay with not being accepted by man, but be proven by God. And I promise you, if you keep God first, if you stay focused, if you silence your mind and your ears to those that don't understand who you are and why you are where you are, that in due season, Christ will prove just who you are. From me to you, I need you to do me a favor and keep going. This is Pastor Kelvin coming to you from the King's Worship Center right here in Simpsonville, South Carolina. I would love to see you this coming Sunday in service as we're dealing with the thought, why should I forgive them? I hope you have a great rest of your day. I pray that God blesses you. And remember, keep going. Don't you stop. Keep going. And until we speak, peace abide.